Hello, how's it going? So I'm really excited to be unboxing the new release from Second Sight Films, released to day of the Blair Witch Project from 1999. Amazing movie to me. One of my favourites. I find it really creepy. It's one of my favourite found footage movies as well. Well, probably the best one, I think. Definitely the best one. It's like the first majorly successful found footage film. It's not the first, there was some things predating it, like stuff like the McPherson tape and the Last Broadcast. There's a few that predated it, but it's the first one to do it successfully and make it quite mainstream. This edition looks fantastic. That's a look at the front with the J card. You've got lovely artwork there. You got like Heather and the guys, the witch symbol with the sticks and all of that. I didn't know this was going to be a new restoration, because it didn't say on some of the specs online, you know, prior to it being released. But as you can see there, it says Disc 1, a new Second Sight Films restoration of the theatrical and festival cuts from HIB videotapes and 16mm film elements, approved by the producers and directors. So this looks like a stacked edition. There's your limited edition contents, rigid slipcase with new artwork from Timothy Pittids, 184 page hardback book. Wow, I love these hardback books that they do with these editions, and so much more. So let's take a look. I'll just give you a little close-up. So it's got like two cuts of the film, new restorations. You got the Blair Witch documentary on disc 2. There's been a good documentary before, I think, about the actual Blair Witch legend. I hope that's on this as an legacy feature. But it does have a new Blair Witch documentary, a new feature length for Second Sight Films production. And yeah, so I've still got the original, my old edition, if it doesn't have the actual documentary that was on TV when this was released. I remember watching it as a kid. It had this documentary about the actual Blair Witch legend, but if it's not, I've got the other Blu-ray to keep, so that is good. I mean, wow, this thing is hefty. This is a bulky edition. Absolutely gorgeous. I think they've got the artwork just right. It's not colourful, it's black and white, which looks really good. I love the whole colour scheme. The back is black. Let's get things out then and have a look at what we're you know, got your art cards, got your journal. That's a really nice supplement. Backcountry notebook from Heather. Wow. We'll have a flick through that shortly. The hardback book is lovely. It's like similar to the one that came with the Dawn of the Dead edition. Look at that. I think they've really got the artwork right for this release. It just looks pretty stunning, to be fair. You know, kept the original Blair Witch Project font for the title. And this being the limited edition, you do get a nice digipack, which you do with these Second Sight editions when you get the limited sets. And it has both discs like that. Disc 1. Main features, that's the 2 cuts of the film, and the special features on disc 2. Nothing behind them. It's from Lionsgate, Second Sight Films, certificate 15. Let's just turn this around and have a look. So we have that, like that. I don't know whether that's I assume that's meant to be on there. No, that's fingerprints from me. There we go. So there's a look at the back. Nice shot of the forest. There's your digipack that houses your 2 discs. We'll do art cards now. It looks like there's a few art cards, maybe 6 or something. Try and get the white band off. You know what? I'll just go ahead and just get rid of the white band because it's pretty annoying anyway. It's actually 3 art cards, but they're very nice. Blank on the back. All of them are like that on the back. All blank. 3 nice art cards with pictures like that. One of the cover art and the original theatrical artwork, which is a very infamous image there. Yeah, such a good movie. And let's flick through the two supplemental books. Okay, so this is a look at the hardback book. Just a quick flick. There'll be a review of the new transfer. I've got to pick which one I'm going to watch. Well, I've seen the theatrical, so I might watch the other cut and review that. Really nice book. The paper stock is to a very high quality. Real life is a horror movie. Yeah, this is beautiful. This book alone probably would be worth about like £15 to 20, you know. Well, that's what they would charge if it was like a book you bought on its own. It's got pictures. It's got essays. It's very thick. I think it's 184 pages, isn't it? There we go. Some more bits of someone being interviewed in the movie. There you pretty much go. So, no glossy photographs. It's all this kind of lovely, thick, like, paper, but still beautiful book. Back's blank. Getting more fingerprints on it. The Blair Witch Project. And to finish off the unboxing, let's have a look at this Heather all-weather backcountry notebook. So this is just a cool little supplement. Very cool indeed. Loads of writing. It's like Heather's journal. So it's all like that. No pictures in here, but it's lovely. That's that. So what I said, and I can't wait to watch the new transfer. So you get your hardbound box, Heather's notebook, hardbound book, 3 art cards, and your digipack housing both discs. I'm going to go watch the movie and then I'll give you guys a review and talk about it a little bit. One thing I do love about the Blair Witch Project is the location in Burkittsville, as they say, formerly known as Blair. You know, in the forest especially, it's just so creepy, and it's just got just amazing like sort of feel to it as far as like scariness is concerned. I mean, could you think of anywhere more I don't know, dreading inducing to be trapped? I'm not going to spoil anything in this movie. There's not too much to spoil with the Blair Witch, but yeah, I mean, they are sort of trapped in like a witch's curse kind of like time loop where they're never going to be able to escape and find their way out of the forest. That's what does happen eventually. So slight spoiler there. But yeah, just that whole idea of being trapped in that forest where it's dark and you can't escape and all this strange stuff's happening. I mean, some of the scary things in the film really are quite chilling. Especially the, you know, where the symbols are left outside the tent. You know, things are just starting to pick up a little bit, and they're starting to, you know, doubt their sanity and doubt that things are all right, and they're starting to get that apprehension and anxiety of, you know, their surroundings and things like that, because the symbols being left outside the tents, that builds and builds. It gets worse and worse. It's part where they come across in the forest, where they come across all of the symbols like that of the Blair Witch in the trees. Very scary stuff. And of course, what the film also does well is like the sort of like breakdown of the group, where things are getting that bad, they begin to argue amongst themselves, you know, and become untrusting of each other. That's also a nice touch in the film. Shows that kind of like desperation and panic. Yeah, so many good scenes in this movie. Yeah, it really is a heavyweight found footage film. I mean, towards the end, when they, you know, where they're hearing noises at night and they start hearing that baby crying in the distance, you know, that's so strange as well, and absolutely petrifying. Yeah, just a lot of good things about this film. I even noticed things that I'd never noticed before, you know, from previous watches, because I've seen it, you know, a lot of times, more times than I can remember. I couldn't even tell you how many times I've seen the movie, but, you know, when they hear the baby crying, it's just like, what? How's they're in the middle of nowhere, there's no houses, homes, there's nothing for, you know, a large amount of miles, yet they're hearing a baby crying in the distance. Ooh, spine tingling. But also the production company that did it is called Haxon Films. It says at the beginning of the film. I've never really took that in before. It said like Haxon Films presents, you know, the Blair Witch Project. That's a nice touch. Haxon Films. Yeah, Haxon, you know, linked to the occult and witchcraft. The end scene's masterfully done, where they find the house, you know, emerges. The Blair Witch is sort of house in the middle of nowhere emerges, and they go in there and they hear stuff, and you know, the climax is the climax of the film. I won't give that away, but yeah, just spine tingling stuff, and watching it again was an absolute joy. I could talk about this film a lot more, and I might do in a later video. You know, there's lots to unpack here. I didn't go through the special features, so I'm not reviewing them. I just wanted to watch the movie, you know, the new transfer. I watched the festival cut. Yeah, the transfer looks very good. Yeah, I didn't notice it too much difference from this to the, you know, the standard, but it does look a bit better, I must say. It does, some of the stuff in there and scenes and things, a bit more clarity to them, a bit sharper, a bit more colourful, you know, per se. Really good stuff, and I can't wait to get into the special features. I'm definitely reading the hardback book. I don't read every book that comes in a limited edition. I'll probably get to them in the future, but with the Blair Witch I will be cracking open the hardback book as soon as possible. Another good part of the film I thought was a nice touch, and I noticed it more this time. I do remember it from previous watches, but you know, when they're interviewing that woman in Burkittsville, is it, you know, before they go into the forest, they're interviewing a lady who has a small toddler, and she starts to tell the guys a tale of the, you know, Blair Witch legend, and the toddler starts, you know, looking all frightened and like starts crying and putting their hand over the mum's mouth, because they obviously have heard this legend before and been very terrified of it. And she says, I'm just telling them a story, like it's not, you know, it's not true. But the toddler's like putting their hand over the mum's mouth, and you know, that's a really good touch, I thought. Makes things seem really scary, you know, that toddler's absolutely terrified of the whole idea of it, and it just adds to the kind of dread of the film and stuff. There's a lot of dread in this film, like, as things progress, and it's, yeah, it's just such a good film. I know it's not everybody's cup of tea. I know not everybody loves the Blair Witch, because not everybody's a found footage fan. I mean, if you hate found footage, you're not going to like the Blair Witch Project. It's literally the poster for found footage. So yeah, but a fantastic new edition from Second Sight Films. If you're a fan of the Blair Witch, I would recommend this, because it's absolutely stacked. I can't wait to read the book, as I've just stated. And you get that cool journal as well to look in. This is just the best set of the Blair Witch Project that's ever been made. They've never done an edition like this for the singular film anyway. I know there's box sets that have come out, like from imprint and stuff, with the Book of Shadows in as well, but no one's done an edition like this of the Blair Witch Project. And with it being like my second favourite film possibly ever, I'm just ecstatic. I'm just so happy that I've got this in my hand. I've got the Blair Witch finally given the treatment it deserves from Second Sight Films. Thanks for watching anyway. That was my unboxing review of the Blair Witch Project. I might do another video on the Blair Witch Project. I didn't really prepare this, so the whole review thing was just thoughts off the top of my head. You want me to give you a rating? Have a wild guess. I'll give this movie a 5 out of 5. Perfect for what it is. Yeah, some more videos coming up in the week. I've just received the new edition of Haxon from Radiance Films. I'll probably do a review on that and unboxing. I have seen it before. But I will be watching it again, watching the new release. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Goodbye.